Greetings, Star Wars fans. Whether you know me from my YouTube channel, Universe Expanding Books and Toys, or as a member of the community of Star Wars collectors, I am John Edward Lee, and I'm here with an unboxing video and an announcement. As the community knows, I have decided to start doing some exclusive content for them that's not going to be on my YouTube channel. What this is going to be are live events where I go over a series or of comics or books or just one book or whatever. I'm really going to base this on the feedback that I get, and I'm going to start doing this on Saturday at 7 or 8 Eastern Standard Time. I haven't really decided yet. It's really going to depend again on feedback, but I also want to continue doing stuff on my YouTube channel, which is now going into its 3rd season. I'm going to say that this is this is going to be the very first episode of the 3rd season, because I believe it was June when I originally started. So, welcome to the 3rd season. And community of Star Wars collectors, if you like this video and this kind of vibe that I'm going for, check out Universe Expanding Books and Toys on YouTube and all is one word on Instagram. Instagram fans, I haven't forgot about you. You guys are awesome. So yeah, like I said, I want to do a quick unboxing. Of course, everything that I collect has a lot to do with Star Wars comics, books, or video games. Things not found on screen, on the TV screen or the movie screen, but things other than that. Now, this does fall onto something that was both on the TV screen, but it was very non-traditional, and I'm talking specifically about the Star Wars Visions anthology. The first one was amazing. It was mostly anime short stories, non-canonical. They're not meant to be part of the Star Wars canon. They're meant to be something else, just individual stories that sort of get you excited about Star Wars, Jedi, Sith, etc. If you haven't seen Star Wars Visions 2, it's also really good. There are some anime inspired, but there's a lot of stop motion animation. Aardman Studios, who did Wallace and Gromit, did one. Really, really, really cool stuff. The people who did Secret of the Kells, they did an animated series, and that's a European company, so it was a little bit more global. But Star Wars Vision 1 is the only one that's produced any merchandise so far. And most of it has been based on the very first short, the Kurosawa-inspired Ronin short. And they did write a novel. This is a pretty cool non-canonical novel. Ronin written all cool in some sort of half Japanese looking, half Star Wars looking, well, it's not Arabesh, but it's sort of an alien mixture of a human element, which I really like, because that's what Star Wars really should be. This is a great book. It's very cool. I really liked what I read so far. This is a book that unfortunately I stopped reading for another book, so I need to go back and read this one myself. The first chapter is that short, and then it goes beyond that. Comic books, that's the only book that Visions has had besides art books and stuff like that. Comic books, they've only had one issue, and you can see as well it follows Ronin from the first series. This is a really great one because it's mostly black and white, but when the lightsabers come out, boy does it pop. They made some statues. They haven't made any real action figures for this one, but that's not really what I'm here to talk about. What I'm here to talk about is one of the other Star Wars Vision shorts about the two twins. And so what I have to unbox for you are those two twins, the Sith twins. Their backstories are this: they're twins, they're Sith, they both command 2 Star Destroyers that are conjoined in the middle, and they have a massive weapon that requires both of them. Karre decides he doesn't want to be part of that plan and leaves and takes his Kyber crystal with him. His sister, is not going to let him do that. So let's check these guys out. These are Bandai figures, which do a great job. Figure Arts, great company, always really good at capturing, especially animated stuff. Now, as I always say, I always pop the tape first before I do these videos, because just you watching me fumble with a knife is not as fun as not fun at all. So here he is out of the package, kind of. I like the way that a lot of the Japanese packages work, because it's not like tearing a bunch of tape and stuff like that. You basically have a shell, so you can put it back into the package once you're finished with them. He did have a little bit of plastic wrap around him to protect stuff around his belt, but it's a solid figure. I wouldn't say this is a 6-inch. Yeah, actually it may be 6-inch. It looks smaller because he's just so thin, but no, I think that's, if not 6 inch, it's really, you know, just past 5. But lots of great articulation, as I would expect from a Bandai figure. Lots of action poses that they could make. And of course, lots of hands as well for different poses, holding his lightsaber, you know, things like that. I won't pop those on because that's going to take too long. Another thing that's really popular with Japanese figures especially are extra faces. So the regular one's kind of almost indifferent. And then you've got one where he's shouting, and one where he's just angry and growling at his situation. He also comes with his lightsaber, which is very cool. It is, I didn't even notice in the package, it's almost like purple, then goes to blue, so that's a really great effect. Obviously, he's turned to the light side. How dare he? Now, like I said, he's a Sith Lord, and he does come with the Sith gear. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want it to go, oh, it's actually pretty easy to switch these guys around, I think. Pop the arms off. We got to find the socket. There we go. Not too bad. Bandai's really good about interchangeability. I've always appreciated it. I don't have too much Bandai stuff, but I do have some. After I said the first arm was so easy, the second one gives me trouble. All right. And then his waist pops off. And his torso pops right on. Awesome. Dropped his cape. But there he is in his Sith mode. And of course he's got some Sithy gloves that he can switch on as well and do some evil stuff. Except for, that's not what Karre is doing anymore. Karre is moved to the light side. There's a little washer there. I gotta find out what that's for. Keep all that stuff together so that I don't lose any pieces, because that's always tragic when it comes to toy collecting. I've been bit by that pain many times. Now, is really, really particularly cool. And if you notice, the box is actually slightly bigger than the other one. Not by much, but just a little bit, so that they can so they can, you know, accommodate for all the space. Now, an interesting thing while I'm opening this up, so it's not as boring. I tried to get these. I tried to pre-order them from Target. It didn't work because Target's pre-ordering system is terrible. It maybe has gotten better since, but this was, you know, about a year ago. I saw these at Celebration in London. I actually went to the Forbidden Planet booth, and they were standing right there. So I was like, I didn't expect to get them or find them or see them. And I've looked in Walmart a lot, but there they are. And here she is. This kid is, I mean, by far the better of the two looking characters. I tend to like female characters better anyways, but my favorite thing about her, she's almost like has this like Gwen Stacy-esque, you know, innocent looking hair, but she's really, really evil. Let's just go ahead and put her helmet on just so she can look Sithy like her bro, her twin bro. Star Wars and twins, man, they love them. And who doesn't? Well, I don't want to force it, but that is her helmet. So the problem with recording, there's not a live video, but recording them is I don't want to re-record them. I like to keep the flow that I have going. So she does a couple of cool things. So I'm actually going to put her regular head back on if it pops on easily. It does. She, like her brother, has different faces. I would say that's almost a betrayed anger face. And of course, she looks a lot like her brother, the twins. Yelling anger face. Yelling even harder angry face. Bunch of different arms as well. I mean, hands. But one of the coolest things that this character does, and I'm just going to take the cape off so you can see it better, is in the middle of the special, she has these arms that pop out, And so she has almost spider-like a lightsaber on each arm and as well as her own. I always like it. You don't find a lot of Sith wearing high heels either. I thought that was cool. I don't want to get too into it because I like to keep unboxing relatively short, and I want to give you something to look forward to if you want to try to track this figure down. But I do want to see those lightsabers popping out of here, so I figured you might too. Like I said, it takes a little finagling. These will be really fun to actually, pose and get exactly the hands that I want and things like that. These do not go in as easy as I thought, and that's because the lightsabers are so thin that each side looks different. So there's a couple of them. Of course, it's obviously a General Grievous kind of look, but with 6 lightsabers instead, so that she could take on her brother who's stolen the crystal, and they can fight epic evil Sith wars with each other. So that's really cool. A lot of things that I didn't expect to see, and a lot of things that I absolutely expected to see. These guys are going to go on my shelf with my manga collection. I like when I have to unbox a figure, and I usually don't unbox them, as you can see, but that one I felt like I had to, just because they're so posable. And some of the ones in the without the window, I take those out, and usually they're book or comic book characters, so they fit on my shelf nicely. Mara Jade, Scar Swad, Dr. Aphra, things like that. Anyways, that's an introductory video for community of Star Wars collectors. You universe expanding books and toys fans, I already know this is kind of where things are going, a little bit more unboxing. For you guys, you'll get some stuff that's not Star Wars. Obviously, community of Star Wars collectors, you will get stuff that's exclusively Star Wars. So this is exciting. Again, this Saturday, which is, I don't even have a calendar. Why did I not pay attention to this first? And I can't even use my phone because I'm recording it. But this Saturday, a few days from now, it is Wednesday today. It's Wednesday the 7th, so the 8th is Thursday, 9th is Friday, so the 10th. So this should be, yes, June 10th will be the premiere. Universe Expanding Books and Toy, YouTube guys, you're not going to get to see this. This is to encourage you to go to the Facebook community of Star Wars collectors and sign up, especially if you do collect anything Star Wars. It's a great community with a lot of great partners. It's a fun environment, and it's family friendly. So it's great for the whole family. Anyways, that has been an unboxing of some Star Wars Visions action figures. I kind of hope they do more based on the new ones, or do some black and white ones based on Ronin that are as articulated as that one. I will be back with more videos, of course, and for those of you in the community, I will see you on Saturday. My name is John Edward Lee. This has been Universe Expanding Books and Toys in collaboration with Community of Star Wars Collectors. Thank you so much, and remember that the Force will be with you, always.